Well, hello, everybody. How are you on this fantastical Monday afternoon? The DNA in the house, Dennis and Andy. What are we doing? Look at that background. We're talking nice and tight. That's right. I had a birthday yesterday, turned the big 5-4, and I'm still nice and tight. Show over. Good night, everybody. Just kidding. That's not why we're here. We're here to launch Nice and Tight, the comic book pencil art of me, Andy Smith. Let's say hi to some people. Mr. Kemo, Abs, Nemi, 40% Zed says, is this a premiere or will I be able to heckle Dennis live? You can heckle him live.
I am the added bonus.
That's right. Dan Genovese in the house. Randy Howell, hello, posting links like a madman. Citizen Ronan, Marcus Kelligrew, Dan Genovese, JP Roca, Lake Kick. What is up, magnificent one? Happy belated birthday. And thank you all that wished me happy birthday yesterday. That was very nice of you guys. It was a good day. And next year's a leap year, so my birthday jumps to Tuesday, Election Day, and I can only hope my birthday wish for next year comes true. And that's a lap dance from Dennis. He didn't do it for me this year, but maybe next year.
You really have low expectations then.
I
or maybe
do
really high expectations, depending on how you look at it.
That's true. Well, guys, the time is nigh, and I don't have the screen open yet to share because I've got it up. It says ready to go live. I looked through everything. Hopefully everything's correct. If you signed up and you back nice and tight the comic book pencil art of Andy Smith, you will get a limited edition trading card. Don't go checking your emails. There's no secret tiers. I downloaded the, is it CSV? I believe that's correct. I downloaded the CSV form for all the signups. I labeled it properly. I think we're doing a little test here. On Core Draft, we sent out secret links and did it that way. And on this book, I'm like, okay, since we did that one that way, which it was just dealt with emailing out secret tiers and links and stuff. I said, for this one, I'm just going to download the CSV and basically when it comes time for fulfillment, cross-check and go, oh, that person backed it and signed up. Put a little limited edition card in there. So we'll see how it works. All right, I'm clicking launch campaign. Let's see what happens. Launching. I feel like Elon Musk. Launching. It says, let's see, your campaign is live. Do. Dun, dun, dun. So let's go back. Let's add this to the stage. It is live. The link is in the description below. Let's see. Let's play. What was that? I got a noise. Let me see. I don't. All right. I am going to play the trailer, of course, for you guys. And oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh, there it is. Oh, okay. That did work. Okay, never mind. I was looking at something else. Didn't know if it worked. All right. Back to this. Hello. Okay, so it's live. Let's see if you guys can hear the sound and I'll play. Do I have a TikTok account? I do not. I don't know what I would do on TikTok besides my smooth dance moves. What's up, Smoky Concat? All right, let's play this. Dennis, you give me a thumbs up if you hear it. Nice. Nice and tight. The comic book pencil art of Andy Smith. That's me. This book features 52 pages of some of my favorite full pencils that I did for other companies over the past 2 decades. The raw pencils as they were seen by the inker, and now you can see them for the first time. This book also comes in a digital format so you can practice your inking in your favorite program. Back it today. Ooh, that was exciting. Let's go through this, shall we? Only Dennis and a few others have seen the actual campaign page. So unfortunately, this isn't new to Dennis. What's up, Gary? Smoky Concat. TikTok is, I won't even say it because that's offensive to Dennis. So guys, we've got.
Not have TikTok. I won't. I just can't.
No, I won't say what he called it because it's offensive to you. So we've got the featured tier, the Andy Smith art bundle. What is that? It's a digital copy. Why digital? So you can just import these pages. You could probably blow them up because I'll, of course, make sure the digital copy is high resolution so you can export them into your favorite digital program and practice your digital inking. Or if you like to traditionally ink, you could make your own blue line and print out blue lines to traditionally ink on Bristol. And you also get the coveted Art of Andy Smith. It was 64 pages. What's up, Christopher Lord? It was 64 pages. I am now making the Art of Andy Smith 84 pages. You can get just the book itself for $30. And you do save the bundle $70, so you're saving $10. The digital book is $30 as well. I know what you're thinking. Hey, digital books are usually a little bit less. Here's the difference. This digital book is evergreen. Once you get it, you could ink a page from it and go, oh, I don't like the way that looked. And you just keep reusing it over and over and over and over and over and over. Dennis, I was waiting for you to say, would you please stop? That's annoying.
No. Most everybody knows you're already annoying. So I would just let you keep going.
You son of a. You can get Nice and Tight and the Art of Andy Smith for $50. And don't worry, the Art of Andy Smith is also an add-on. You can get the physical book and the digital download. So you've got one to just collect, look at nicely. I know, like Dennis, we like real books. So we can kick back in our rocking chairs on our porch and read the actual physical book, look at it up close, maybe even smell it. Look at that. Citizen Ronan is the #1 backer. Whoa. And then Randy, I think, was #2. I got to show you guys. Look at that. #1, #2. Thank you guys very much. So that's digital and physical, digital and physical. Save a little bit of money. Save $10. Hey, you know what? If you want 2 copies of the book, maybe give one to a friend. Make a nice Christmas. Well, no, it won't be ready in time for Christmas. Make a nice friendship gift over the summer and be like, here you go. So you can get 2 fantastic copies right there. Oh, Dan Fraga just let me know he came in at #3. He likes to be #1, but he was a little slow to the punch. He's #3. 145 people watching. Hit the thumbs up if you would. It, for some reason, helps the algorithm. Magnificent One says, just back. #4 looks good, man. Excited to see it. Thank you. I'm excited for you guys because I'm going through compiling these pencil pages I've done over the years. And this is pretty much from 2000 to, I think I stopped doing full pencils in 2016. So 2000 to 2016 is what's going to be in there. I actually found, let's see. That's right. I am. I actually found, and I'll show them to you, 2 2-page spreads from Sigil that I did back for CrossGen that I was like, oh, these have got to go in the book. So I'll show you those in a second. Of course, we've got the book and a headshot commission. Always do that for you guys. I know people like getting the headshots. You pick the character, and well, I ask for 3 characters, and then I pick one out of the 3. So it's a surprise on which one. Nicholas Gear says, going to be picking up the digital because I want to start learning to ink. Any suggestions on YouTube channels or places to learn the inking trade? Well, Nicholas, oh, look at this tier. One-on-one video portfolio review. 5 of them are available. It's $175. It comes with a copy of the book as well. And let me just scroll down here so you can actually see a little bigger. Learn one-on-one with me, the author of the popular books, Drawing Dynamic Comics, Drawing American Manga Superheroes, and the How to Draw Superhero Sketchbook. I'm thrilled to offer these. I am thrilled to offer exclusive video portfolio review lessons where you will receive 2 hours of personal instruction. So basically what I do is I've done these already for people, and this one gentleman gave me permission to share some screen grabs from it. So basically it's on StreamYard like it is here, and I will send you the link and you'll join us, but it's not live. It's just recorded. And whether it's actual comic book pages, whether it's inking, penciling, I mean, heck, if you wanted some coloring stuff, I can show you some coloring techniques. So it's that for 2 hours. And as you can see in the example, just like you're looking at on stream here, me and the guest are to the side. I share my screen in Photoshop where I will take your pages and go through them, draw over top of them. So like I said, it can be pencil pages. It can be full color. Like this book that I went through for this artist was actually printed. Oh, JP Roca, thank you very much. Nice, first commission. So this book was already printed. That's why his pages are in color. I know it's hard to see, but oh, actually, you know what? I can share larger shots of this so you can see it better, but I basically draw over it. Now, let's say you don't have fully pencil pages and you just have sketches and sketchbook stuff, but you want to tighten up your figure work. Same thing. If you can supply it to me as a digital medium, I can open it in Photoshop and draw over it and impart some drawing knowledge to you. Same with inking. You know, I would just, instead of doing traditional inking to help you, I would do it in Clip Studio and show you that way how to do it. So, you know, take that into account. I think it could be fun and exciting for you guys. This is the way, share that wealth of knowledge and skill. Why, thank you. I even get that reference. It's Kirk from Star Trek. I remember the episode where he looked at Spock and said, Spock, and he put his hand on his shoulder and he goes, this is the way. And Spock goes, I literally have no idea what you're talking about. I got that right, didn't I, Dennis?
That's about the closest you've ever come to a Star Trek reference.
There you go. So then we have add-ons, The Art of Andy Smith, right there. It's a square bound, so it's a perfect bound book. It will be 84 pages. The original book, of course, this is a beat up copy. This is one actually from the printer I got. That's why it's not actually bound. The pages are loose. It's a proof copy. I should make myself large for this. So this is the book. It's 6x9. This is 64 pages. This, I've done multiple sketchbooks throughout the year, like many artists have. I got like 8 Adam Hughes sketchbooks. I've got quite a few Aaron Lopresti sketchbooks too. But this is my favorite out of all of them. I'm going back to print because the only one I have left is this one right here. And this is a proof. And it's 64 pages, but I'm adding 20 pages of brand new content to this book. So check that out. There we go. I know Dennis felt bad not being on screen. So here's some examples from the book currently. So these are not any of the new drawings. Hey, Amanda, how are you? So these are some examples from inside the book. Of course, there were examples from inside the pencil book with a watermark over them. Because I know there are some people out there, Dennis would, that would probably save these images as JPEGs and skate around getting the book. And I can't do that.
I do love me some JPEGs.
Damn it, I know you do. We go to a movie, he's like, I love JPEGs. And then going through some comics, I do have a very limited amount of Armor X. Armor X was a limited series back from 2000.
Whoa, you just materialized like it's in a transporter. There's your Star Trek reference, Andy.
Right, boom is in his house.
Up,
right
gentlemen?
when I'm talking about Armor X.
Armor X.
Series 2004 that I did, came out through Image. This was another one of my wonderful innovations, if you will. It was a flip book, and the standpoint was it was one book, you read it all the way through, but for the retailer, I had some back covers drawn by the likes of Bart Sears, Aaron Lopresti, Jeff Johnson, and Kari Randolph. Image screwed up on the first issue and didn't put the logo on the back. But the whole point was, if the retailer bought this book and was like, oh, I like the Aaron Lopresti cover, they could rack it that way. And it has all the logo treatment and that stuff. Because my covers, well, thank you. One of the things I did with my covers for each issue is they actually work as the first story page of each issue. So when you open the book, it actually goes to, like, the first issue here, he's flying and there's Earth in the background. Spoiler alert, the next page is a splash page of him landing on the moon. What? So each of my covers is the first page, actually, as well as a cover.
Why are you being all tricky?
I'm tricky that way. I'm tricky.
Hey,
tricky.
Is the chat aware that yesterday was your birthday?
They are. People have wished me happy birthday.
Good.
Citizen Ronan says, I did the art of nice and tight. I think that's one to get. Well, thank you very much, Citizen Ronan. I appreciate it. Immortal Rising is here. Yeah, so
I wish him a happy birthday.
I was a little sad. I was a little sad because I've tried my best to be the first #1 backer. And this time I got distracted. My kid made me be number 3. I'm very sad.
Damn it. Well, Dennis might say you're number 55 in his heart, but you're always #1 in mine.
Isn't it? But is number 55 like a really good football player?
No, it's just he has 54 more people ahead of you, Dan.
That's fine.
No,
I'm on the list.
It's not.
Wasn't that Stone?
I'm on the list. I made the list.
You did.
You know?
You made the list. Here you go. Somebody asked, where's the link? It's in the description below. And now, boom, it is in the chat. So there you go. There's the list. Actually, that reminds me, I need to pin this to the top of the chat. So I got to open up YouTube. So I'm just going to remove this. Real quick, guys. Armor X is limited to 20 sets because I tried to pull out. Well, I didn't try. I pulled out the nicest copies I have. And it still leaves me a few for, down the road sometime. If my daughter's like, Dad, that Armor X was the best thing you ever did. One, I'd go, how dare you? I've done much better since then because I keep growing as an artist. And 2, I'd go, okay, let me go get you some.
But this is classic. And people could come up to your door and say, I want your sets.
That's right.
Oh, boy.
Boy, he did hear me say that.
Let's talk about sets, baby.
Baby. Let's talk about you and me. All right.
Nice and tight, man.
What's that? Nice and tight. You know it. Look at all this, Dan. Look at all you get. Nice and tight. Did you see? You get the 1-on-1 video portfolio review. 2 hours, baby.
Wow, I've paid more money for 2 hours with you. That's weird.
Well, you actually found out it was nice and tight.
Yeah, I did.
But was it worth the money, Dan? That was the question that's on everybody's mind.
Let's just put this in effect. I am a return customer.
Let's put it this way. Let's put it this way, Dennis. He left the tip and
I
a
did.
little more.
Just the tip.
That's right.
Wow.
I didn't know. Happy belated. Thank you, Stat Zero. I am 45. Oh, wait, that's my dyslexia. I'm 54. Dennis now has 6 weeks to lord it over me that he's 53.
That's right. That is right. I am young.
I will always be younger than both of you.
I know.
Wait, are you guys aren't in the same room?
No.
But
he only comes over on Wednesday.
No, but what's very strange now that I've been in your studio is that the layout of his with that door there seems like yours. Kind of weird. Yeah, like that goes to the closet with a stack of art. If it was your studio.
Dennis,
what up, Brohawk?
Brohawk is in house.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, Dennis's door just takes you down the stairs, and hopefully you don't fall. So
all my good stuff is that way. So you can't see any of it.
All my good stuff is this way.
Oh boy.
No, it's terrible. Actually, I got the temporary crown put on today. I'm very happy about that.
So when you get the permanent?
Oh yeah.
2 weeks.
Wait.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. Yeah.
I thought with the root canal, I'm confused. With the root canal, damn it, get out of there. With the root, so you did have a root canal, they do a crown and stuff. That I have no idea. I've never had one.
Yeah, so they inject your face with anesthetic, then they drill out, and then they use these sort of drills to pull all the nerve and all that other tissue stuff out, basically killing the nerves, and then they pack it with a temporary filling. Then you go and this is if you choose to do like the not in one sitting sort of thing. Then you go to a dentist, which I did today, where they take out the temp filling. They almost make like a reverse Lego where they carve around your tooth so they can put a temporary crown on top. But they also laser scan what that reverse Lego looks like. So they, what's up? It is. I'm sorry, Amanda. I'm a dirty boy. Yeah, but then they computer like print out a tooth soon, and I'll go and get that put in. So I'm excited about that.
What's that tooth made out of?
I don't know. Bionic materials. I keep getting radio stations, so I don't know.
They can make them faster.
It's made out of wood, Dan. Or I mean,
well, when I was in California and I had way better insurance when I was a union storyboard artist, the motion picture insurance was great, and I had 2 root canals in one sitting. It was 9 hours, but they did everything. They did the drilling, the sculpting, the 3D printing, and putting the permanent on all in one sitting. This is different.
No.
3 sittings, no fun.
Wow,
0 fun.
That's cool. You just might have to watch the chewy stuff you eat. Oh, look at that. Randy's already posting stuff. We are just $37 away from $1,000. Thank you guys very much. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Little update on Core Draft. Everything is rolling along smoothly at the printer. So yeah, okay. There's the update. Everything is rolling along smoothly at the printer. We have all the prints, the game modules. In fact, we're going to be sending out for the few people that did the digital game module. Those will be going out
2 ends
this week. So digital backers. And I have to check. I don't think anybody just bought the module, but I'm going to double check tomorrow. And if somebody literally just bought the module and nothing else, that baby goes in the mail.
I think most everybody was adding it to it or backing it a second time because of when it came out. But if they did, we can send it out. It's all done and ready to go.
That's right. So we'll check, but the digital ones will go out. There's not that many of those, so that won't take me but a few minutes. Dan, how was your weekend? Anything exciting?
Oh, it was great. My mother's sister, who's like basically the last relative I have alive on my mom's side that I have contact with came and visited. I hadn't seen her since 2017, and it was just really good seeing her and catching up, and catching up on old memories and stuff. So it was great.
That's cool. So I want to show a larger image than what's on the campaign page, screen grab for the one-on-one. So basically, I know it's a little hard to see, but basically I'll take whatever art you send in Photoshop. I usually use red, and I just go over it, showing, for instance, in this panel, it was more of a compositional thing, putting things in perspective. So things weren't so flat and stuff like that. So that is one example of what you can expect for that 2 hours. And of course, I mean, I'd be remiss if I didn't say during that 2 hour stream, once again, it's not live. It's just behind. It's just recorded personally for you to own. Once it's over, I send you a link to the stream so you can download it. I send you all the Photoshop files so you can reference those. But for during those 2 hours, you get my witty banter, and maybe I'll break out into a song. You never know where the conversation may take us.
Can you pay more to not have a song?
Thank you. It's exactly what I was thinking.
Thank you, Dennis.
You could pay more for that. You could pay more if you would like me to not wear a shirt during the stream.
Can we pay more to make sure you keep it on?
You could pay more for that. You could pay more to just have. I mean, you could pay more so you just have this, and you don't actually see me at all.
Yeah,
you're like,
no, what about this?
You a $25 tip. Can you not have your camera turned on? And I'll be like, sure.
What about the stranger, or the what do they call that? The howdy partner or whatever? I forget. The cowboy grip.
The cowboy grip. You could pay more for that.
Listen, guess who's not here, but who's here?
Who's that?
Oh, Brian Blevins. What's up, dude?
Look at that.
Hi, guys.
Art to Bear.
I'm Art to Bear.
You are.
Don't I do such a good impersonation? Hi, guys. I'm Art to Bear.
Art's not watching this, so I can say this, and he'll never know.
Dan Frega. I'm Art to Bear.
I think I might have to download a picture of him and put it for my thumbnail. In fact, I think we all should do that. And then tomorrow night on the Bros, we all turn our cameras off.
I think that'd be great. I love it.
Except for Art.
I've got a different one of him here. Oh, that's.
You really do have a good inflection for him too.
Hey, thanks. It's the California. You know what's funny about California? So I had my first doctor's appointment, and this is going to be TMI, like we're on the couch. First off, I got prescribed Prozac, which was kind of crazy. Found out I was hyperglycemic, which was interesting. So I gotta figure that all out. But in it, the lady said that I talked rapidly and pressured, right? And I was talking to my brother about it, and he said, yeah, I think people in Georgia don't know how to deal with people from California because we do talk a little faster. I didn't say, hey, I don't feel so good. None of that. But
when you're down south, you just got to be laid back and take your time.
Yeah, well, there's no time.
I don't know if Prozac's going to slow down your speech, though.
No, that's not what it's for. Prozac's for other things that I've had since I was a kid, anxieties and things.
Oh yeah. I'm I know more about Paxil than I know about Prozac. So
yeah, probably the same thing, man. Probably the same sort of thing. They ask you all these questions. Yeah.
Marcus,
right. Marcus,
say, how can one guy say so much with one breath?
He's got a lot of good insights, though. That's the good thing. Is there's always
I love talking to Marcus.
Yeah,
he's a fountain of knowledge, man. you talk about comics. If you're like, oh, Joe Staton did this, he'll be like, no, Joe Staton didn't start until 3 issues after that. That would have been Keith Pollard on that issue of Green Lantern or whatever. So,
you know, we'd almost have to have Marcus on like one of the trivia shows, and we just come up with questions just to try and stump him, because I bet he gets most all of it right off the top of his head.
Probably.
Oh, that's what I wanted to share. Hold on. I mentioned those couple Sigil pages I'm going to add to the book. Let me pull those up. Little hint of what's to come in the book.
That's great. Yes.
Oh,
the schmutz. It's the schmutz.
Hey, but mine is, well, it's hard to tell, but it is No Shave November. So for the whole month of November.
You're letting it all do the thing?
No Shave November, baby. No, December 1st.
I thought it
I'll
was
shave everything but the goatee.
FAP November.
Huh?
I thought it was no FAP November, man.
No.
I keep messing up every day. I'm like, today's a new day.
Today's a new day.
Today's a new day. Oh, Lord.
Oh, wait. This is an opening. What's this opening in?
I really like the art direction on your book. You know, the look of your campaign and the ad and the art direction and everything. I dig it.
Oh, I thank you.
The pencils in there, the eraser. And I also think the digital option, the ability to either digitally ink or print it out in blue line and work over it is genius. Also, speaking as someone who's inked your work, it's a real pleasure and it's educational. So I recommend people go for that. Yeah.
I appreciate it. Yeah. Well, you know, the nice thing about digital, it saves on shipping. Because there is none.
Wait, what? I'm kidding. I get it.
Yeah. It would be funny though. I was like, shipping $2. It's like, but it's digital. Why is there shipping? It's like, because I got to still do the work behind the scenes to send it to you in the blah, 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 in the pudding pops.
Oh, dang.
That's why.
Cosby.
Oh, yeah.
So this is a, that's right. So this is a 2-page spread from Sigil for cross-gen. I thought I'll put this in the book as well. I just got to adjust it in Photoshop some.
That's super flexy, bro.
Thank you.
Was that you and Beatty just posing out?
It was. No, Beatty. No, this is Sigil. This is cross-gen. John wasn't around there.
Oh, that's Lepresti back there. That's right.
All
and
right.
Jeff Johnson.
Yeah, that's right.
I was going to do the
Rob Hunter.
Rob Hunter. What's up, Rob?
Dude, not much, man. Just work.
Nice. Just freezing up. Cool.
Okay, so it's not my internet.
It's all good. So there's one spread that's going to be in the book. The nice thing about this book, it is what they call saddle stitched. And if you're like, don't use those big words, what the saddle stitch means, it means it'll be stapled so you can lay it flat. Welcome, Aaron Lepresti.
Look,
gentlemen.
at that. There's Aaron. Hey, Aaron.
Cross-gen,
he's
Aaron.
like Beetlejuice. He's like Beetlejuice. We said his name 3 times.
3 times, right? And he just was there.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's cross-gen, baby. Found some pages that I scanned in that I'll be putting in, and then there's another one. Let's see, where's the next one?
You know, it's amazing how Rob has such control over his muscles that he literally doesn't move an inch.
He's talented that way.
Rob who?
So here's
Hunter. He was here for a moment.
he's probably going to restart.
Wow. Aaron knew he was there. I felt that dig all the way over here.
What? So here's another spread that's going to be in the book of the main character whose name I forget. I want to say it's Sam from Sigil fighting.
I never read that book.
Some Sauron dude. Well, I drew it. I had to.
Why is that guy acting surprised he's getting punched?
He's like, whoa, you're a lot smaller than me. I can't believe you're even punching me right now.
Yeah.
All right.
Wait a minute. When did you work on Sigil?
Before I took over, drawing the first. I did 2 issues of Sigil, an
Okay.
issue of Meridian. I think, Rob, didn't you ink one of these issues?
I did. The one that looks the best, that would be the one I inked.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So Rob did not ink these pages.
Oh, well, no, those are just pencils.
That's right. I know. But I
Those are
don't.
super tight, man.
Actually,
Nice,
you know what, Rob?
too.
I think you did ink these. Oh, 1K broken. I'll have to
Look at
pull it up.
that.
These are nice and tight pencils. I mean, they're
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
you know, in the day when they were scanning pencils, you probably could have gotten away with it.
No.
Yeah, but
no.
somebody'd have to go in and fill in all those blacks. Look at all that Xing I was doing.
Yeah.
I wasn't filling anything in.
God, brother.
You were cranking.
Wow.
Looks great.
No, I think you did
That
ink this,
double
Rob.
looks familiar. Yeah, that double looks familiar to me.
Yeah, I think this is one that you inked. So yeah, so this will be going in the book for sure. So there you go. Couple little surprises there from it. Let's close that. Let's hit a refresh real quick. They're saying I'm over 1,000. It's 1,002. I was close. Oh, 1,065. Thank you. 13 backers. Thank you guys. Thank
Lucky
you very
number
much.
13.
Now,
That's right.
what's really exciting to me about this project is it's sort of one of the first art of books being offered by our gang. You know, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
That is true. Thank you, Frankie.
You're
Thank
a
you very
measuring
much.
stick.
Oh, my
Andy, you're a
sketchbook back.
measuring stick for us.
What's that?
I said you're a measuring stick for us.
Oh, great. That's just what I want to be.
So it's in millimeters.
Yeah.
Oh,
Are you offering a tablet along with your book? I might back that.
No, digital download.
Oh.
I see Nebraska fans don't know how to read that well.
Oh,
Well,
shit.
I gave up
Or is it the
reading years
dyslexia?
ago.
Hey, did they win this weekend?
No, they lost 2017.
oh.
After
Well, so
winning
did
3
Dallas.
straight, though. They won 3 straight, and then they lost on the road. So, you know.
No. Dallas lost to the Eagles, like I suspected. Just not a blowout, though. So I have that.
They did come back at the end.
They did.
Hey, they
Dude,
were in
it
the
was
lead
back
for a
and forth
while.
the whole game. I don't even know what you're talking about right now. Yep. Digital version. And then the bundle where you get the digital, the physical, and the art of Andy Smith. 64 pages originally, coming back 84 pages, 20 pages of new stuff in it. Square bound. Nice.
You have
Ernie,
any?
you wouldn't have to dress so cold. Chilly.
If in your art book, your art of, do you have any behind the scenes stuff like doodles and sketches, layouts and such?
Well, let me see, because I have one right here.
That's exciting.
I've got sketch covers.
Physical cover, and then statistical zero went for the 2-book combo. Look at that. Thank you, guys.
Oh, thank you.
I can't believe you put a chick with big boobs on the cover. Makes no sense at all from a marketing standpoint.
What?
I know.
Why?
right?
Because it's
Don't
not.
make
Hey,
sense.
you know what? Norman Rockwell said, if you want to sell anything, puppies always sell. So he took
Yeah.
it. He took it and ran.
That's right. And you know, I'm even doing better than Norman. I'm doing 2 puppies.
That's what I'm saying.
And,
Boobies
that's
come in
from your-
pairs.
That's from your Red Sonja stuff, which I always liked a lot.
It is. That was a
Yeah, I
splash
always think
page of
those
her
puppies-
chained up.
Rob, what an intuitive insight. That's from your Red Sonja stuff. Of course it is. It's
Which I
Red
like.
Sonja.
I'm giving Andy a compliment. Why is Alo? Oh, I'm sorry. Alo didn't get the first compliment. Alo. I'm a big fan of your work too.
Oh,
There,
okay.
you feel
Thank
better?
you. That's all right.
You're welcome.
You're a big fan of my Red Sonja stuff?
Here you go,
No,
real quick.
You never did
Let's-
Red Sonja.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn. Got schooled live.
No, you did. You actually did. You do covers or
Yeah.
did you do interiors?
Oh, covers. Dynamite
Andy
doesn't
did
pay enough for
interiors.
interiors. They didn't pay
Andy
enough
did
for covers.
interiors.
That's
His
right.
interiors rocked.
Oh, this is one.
Another cover
Here we
artist,
go.
whatever.
Oops. Oh, well, all the guts are falling out of this book now because this thing, like I said, was not glued. So now I got to find one. Oh, there it is.
Was
This
it like
was
a proof from the printer?
But don't
Yeah.
worry. Your books will come glued.
Yeah, don't worry. Your book will come glued. Here's
Look,
a
look,
layout.
not extra.
Man, that's a super tight layout, bro.
You know it. You saw. Well, I mean, the one I sent you was almost as tight.
Yeah.
But well, I did it. I did it this tight because Ernie Chan inked it.
Ah, okay. Well, he probably laced that up.
He did, and then he kept the original, and I never got it back, and it should have been mine.
Oh.
Well, you can't get it now unless you dig him up.
Well, no, you want to hear the funny thing is I called him on it. I emailed him. I said, hey, that original was supposed to come back to me.
Yeah.
And because I asked the editor about it, and the editor goes, oh, no. But will they come? Of course they'll come bagged and boarded.
Did Ernie say, no, that was Ernie Chua?
No, Ernie said, dude, Dan, I thought I told you this story. Ernie literally said, he goes, oh, I'm sorry, but I already sold it, but I'll recreate it for you for $600.
He didn't know who you were at all, did he? He was just trying to roll over you.
I said, Ernie, I wrote him back. I go, Ernie, so you got it back, and you've been in the business long enough to know you shouldn't have got it back because it's the first cover we did together. So it always goes to the penciler.
Sold it, got paid, and then wanted to get paid again.
Right. And then you sold it and got paid. And you sold it and got paid. And now you're asking me to pay you again to recreate it. And he wrote back, and this was actually funny. All he needed to do was write back and go, you're right. That's what was I thinking? I'll just recreate it for you and send it to you. And I would have been fine. I would have been like, it's not the real thing, but it's close enough. Right.
Yeah.
He writes back, and now he was an older gentleman.
I'll do it for 3
years before he died. What's that?
I'll do it for 3.
No. He wrote back and he goes, well, I can give you half of what I sold it for. And I'm like, if it wasn't for the fact you came right out of the gate trying to get me for $600 to recreate it, I would actually write back and say, just recreate it. But because you tried getting $600 from me, I said, okay, send me half of what you sold it for.
It's like I got $12.50. So
Now,
here's $6.25.
I mean, he could have saved himself some money, but I'm not. It's whatever. So no, that's There's 2 covers out there, and I've looked all at Comic Art Fans. It's not on Comic Art Fans because if I saw it, I would email the person and be like, "What's it going to take for me to get this back?"
Yeah.
So.
I bet he was at a con. He had it in his portfolio. He was just showing it off. It wasn't for sale. And then someone offered him something he couldn't refuse. And that was it.
Probably.
Yeah, money.
That's a good way of
1204. Thank you guys very much. My sketch says we need to sell this book so we can see what other CG bigwig jumps on board on sharing the wealth and art book stuff. Well, there you go. Well, Kelsey Shannon does have one right now on Fund My Comic. Gary Martin has one on Fund My Comic. You guys can go check out. So I would highly recommend looking at those. Gary's is definitely not in the sketch category. It is nice and tight, super slick inks.
Yep.
And Kelsey's is full of beautiful scribbles, behind the scenes sketches. Aaron, do you want to show Kit Carter?
Yeah, sure.
Let's do it. Let's talk a little Kit Carter.
Wait a minute. This requires effort on my part. Hang on a second.
Oh boy.
You okay, old guy?
Yeah, I know. It's telling you, man.
Grab
look, you did that rather quick.
And let's go.
No, well, I'm not completely incompetent. Just sometimes, slightly.
Right.
I'm not like Rob. I'm not completely incompetent.
That was me the other night.
That was you Saturday night. So Saturday night, real quick, Aaron. Saturday night, we're doing the art auction on Ethan's channel. And the first time we go to Rob, he holds the original up, which is fine, except his camera was a little fuzzy.
Mm-hmm.
So we said, do you have it on? do you have it in Photoshop or something? Share your screen. So we'll come back to you. So we come back to him, and Rob's full screen, because you know how Ethan does it. He full screens you, and Rob's just sitting there, and you can tell he's like trying to figure out, how do I do this? How do I do this?
Well, for some reason, my Yahoo Mail kept downloading it for Photoshop Raw. So I would look over, and it had the CWR or whatever. I'm like, why are you downloading in CW or CRW? Like, what are you doing, email? And so I couldn't upload it. Like I couldn't get it into Photoshop. And it's to be honest, this computer I'm on, I haven't used since before I got COVID. So like a month of not, you know.
So now you're blaming COVID for your ineptitude.
No, I'm blaming. I forget how to do anything if I don't do it. Just, to be honest, so I was just completely. I was old man lost.
So what we're hearing is, if Rob was a doctor and somebody came in the ER with their head blown off, he would have been the one that tested them and for COVID. And if it came back positive, he would have said, "Hey, guy died of COVID, but he's missing his head."
Well, that depends. How much money does the hospital get? Because that's why they were doing it for COVID in the first place.
Oh, this was a good one.
More cash.
So, Aaron, you know in Photoshop, Dan, you know Photoshop?
I do. I know it very well.
Where it says View, and you click on View, and a drop down happens.
Yeah.
So when Rob showed a piece of art in Photoshop Saturday night, the guides were on it, and we're like, "Dude, get rid of those guides. Go up to View, drop down, and click Hide Extras." And he goes, "View? Where's that?"
Oh, I've never used View. You know what? Honestly, I have to thank you, Andy. Since then, because I've been coloring a bunch of Death Raider pages, I've used View like 900 times since this weekend. So thank you,
dude. It is such a great tool.
It's
all right, Aaron.
I do the same thing on Photoshop
Rob and his insufficiencies in the bedroom and with Photoshop.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
That's a different live stream. That's a different live stream.
Completely different. Let's clear that up right now. Okay. So, I've got Kit Carter live right now. It's a 64-page graphic novel, 8.5 by 11. So it's oversized like the old Marvel, graphic novel series from the 80s, Death of Captain Marvel, God Loves, Man Kills, X-Men graphic, those things. And, we have a hardcover that I did the cover for, colored by our own Kelsey Shannon. This will be signed and numbered limited edition hardcover. It has like a little gallery in it, about 8-page gallery of art from other people and myself as a bonus that won't be in the soft cover. Now, those of you who maybe watched Aaron live yesterday, you saw me.
Now, hold on, real quick question on the hardcover. So if you order a hardcover, they all come signed?
Yep. And number.
And are you besmirching the cover by signing on the cover?
No. There'll be like a little space inside on the title page where I'll sign and number it.
Okay, good. Huh? Because I would not want it on the cover. Who would do that?
No, I don't do that.
I do it just to besmirch you.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you gotta. Hey, if you're offering up a specific collector's item, you shouldn't be signing it on the cover. There should be a nice little spot on the inside where you sign it, and that's very subjective. Well, that is, but I'm the oldest person on this panel, and I say that's how it is. Yeah, and I'm the biggest collector on this panel. So
yeah, you are.
Oh man, good thing Dennis has his mic and camera off.
Oh, that's true. Dennis is pretty hardcore, but I'm still older than he is.
He's got all of the Casper the Friendly Ghost from Harvey.
Well, then he is a bigger collector than I am. So we've got the soft cover, which is, if you watched Aaron live yesterday, you would have seen my really cool interview with Chris Stevens, where we talked about his insane process for creating these paintings. And so he did the soft cover, and here's some interior stuff. This is page 1.
Oh, look at that. I haven't seen that in color yet.
Yeah. Pencils by me, inks by Matt Ryan, and colors by, our own Kelsey Shannon.
He's so good.
Then we have the, I've got colors for this. Do you guys want to see it?
Holy crap.
Yeah. I was actually going to ask, are you going to update that? Because man, colors.
there's a couple minor mistakes that he made on the gun that I just wanted to correct first before I put it up. So
Dude,
I mean,
those
colors are
Fire
awesome.
him.
nothing, not a big deal. But here we go. Okay, so let me
Fire
bring
'em.
this up.
You don't mess guns up.
Yeah, no, those colors that he did on that spread, I was just like, oh my God.
There you go. It's not a real high res, so I can't make it too big, but you can see it's getting a little soft, but there it is.
Gorgeous.
Yeah. I
Dude,
love
the lighting, the reflected, no, it's not reflected, but the light coming from the lava dude onto her outer
Yeah.
leg and
yeah,
the
this
way he
look
did the
this is
chest and stuff.
really nice looking. Yeah, this is really
This is all
nice looking.
Kelsey?
Huh?
This is all Kelsey?
Yeah.
Holy crap, man.
The
He
thing
really knows
thing
what
that's
he's doing.
what I like about Kelsey is he's a very sort of old school sort of coloring. He doesn't go total nutso, oversaturating with color and over rendering, but he does a really nice job. So it's yeah. I mean
It's very
this is really
tasteful.
cool.
That's what's great about it. It's
Yeah.
just
Yeah, it's
so
not
good.
overdone. It's just, I mean, it's really, it's just
Just
the right
right.
amount.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, I really like his stuff, and it's nice to be working with someone that you really don't have to worry about. You can just that whatever he ends up doing, it's going to look good. So that was nice, and same with the anchor. It's just like this is going to look more what people remember from like my DC work, and even Marvel work, going back to Ms. Marvel and things like that. It's going to be very slick, very refined, whereas Wraith of God is a much rougher sort of look to it because it's obviously a different kind of book.
Oh yeah.
So
Now,
anyway, that's
this is 2-3, right? 2-3 spread.
yeah. So the first like 8 pages of the book are sort of her wrapping up, like the tail end of another adventure. So Wraith of God Blood Hunters, which I'm supposed to be getting from the printers later this week. There's a backup story of Kit Carter where this character is in it a little bit, and it sort of kind of springboards into this graphic novel. And so she kind of wraps up this and then gets into the main adventure. So it's kind of like an Indiana Jones movie, right? You get the very beginning, you get the tail end of his last adventure before it springboards into the new thing. So that's kind of what I'm doing here.
Now, I probably know the answer, but I'll ask anyhow. I think it would be cool, since it's in this format, if it was even old school to the point of on that spread, it had a title and credits, but I'm guessing it won't.
That's an excellent point. I do that on my Garbage Man stuff all the time, but I haven't consistently done it on my other books. And usually I will, if I'm going to do the title or something, I would have like worked it in on the rocks, So it's probably, now that I think about it, it's probably going to have a title page. I'm going to go back and honestly, I'm going to go back and look real carefully at the Marvel books and kind of do it exactly like they did it, just because I want it to sort of have that sort of retro 80s feel, Marvel feel to it.
I think they did I want to say that they did like, a title page where it's just, it's not hand lettered, but
I think that's what I'm going to do. But you're right. This would have been a perfect time to like do like a title thing in here and credits. It would look really cool. So I don't know. Maybe
I just think even because I get what you're saying about the old school, graphic novels Marvel did, but I just thought on that spread and the way it's colored, even if the title was just, the letterer made up a cool title, and then it would be, written and penciled by Aaron, the blah, blah, blah Lopresti, like Stan used to do.
Yeah. Well, I'm not, it's very possible that I could make that decision when I get the whole thing together and start looking at it as a package and go, what's going to look better. But that's a really good idea, because it's certainly built for it.
Sure.
Okay. So here's Gary Martin's rendition of Kit Carter. This will be in the gallery section in the hardcover only, it won't be in the paperback. There's another piece that I did that I was originally going to use as the cover, but I just thought Kit Carter was a little too posy in this. And so it's going to go in the gallery, and this will also be colored by Kelsey. You can get T-shirts, black or teal. There's the design right there. We also have the sketchbook, and the sketchbook is going to be 8.5 by 11 as well. And it'll be probably saddle stitched. I don't know if you guys have seen those. Who's the Humberto Ramos? Have you seen his sketchbook?
Oh, yeah.
They're like 32-page saddle stitched, but they're 8.5 by 11. And I actually kind of like the look of them. I got one from San Diego from him a couple of years ago. So I think I'm going to do this that way, but it'll be the same size as the book, so they can all fit together nicely on your shelf. So this will be
kind of like my friend Uko Smith sketchbook, 8.5 by 11.
There you
Saddle
go.
stitch.
Yeah. And we've got this Planet Doom insert movie poster. It'll be 14 by 36 inches. This is a color rough. It's not the finished art, but this is how the layout will look. It would be rated PG. So if you're under like 13, you'll have to ask your parents if you can go to see it. But so, we got the Kit Carter shot glass. These are actually on their way to me right now. So, so we're going to have a collection of like 6 shot glasses by the time I'm done with all the shot glasses. And then we'll have like a holder that you'll be able to put all the shot glasses in. So
how many do you have now?
Well, we're counting the Kit Carter one. That's 3. So we're halfway there.
Yeah.
We have Wraith of God,
So
Garbage Man, and Kit Carter. Huh?
Yep. Okay.
Yeah. Wraith of God, Garbage Man, and Kit Carter. Add on stretch goals. We got a bunch of David Williams trading cards. When we hit 60,000, we get another one. So we're at 55 right now. So we're almost to 60 for the next stretch goal. And you can add on Garbage Man trade paperback, Power Cube trade paperback. Those are my creator-owned books I did prior to any of this stuff. You can get Wraith of God #1 second printing that has the exclusive second printing cover on it. You can get the black and white version or the color version. I think there's only 300 copies of that black and white one. So if you're into that, into collecting, you might want to grab one of those. And then you can also get the Wraith of God Blood Hunters, which, like I said, I'm going to be getting these at the end of this week and start shipping those out. So if you missed those campaigns, you can add them on right here. So, and there's a few pages of Kit Carter art that's still left. These 3 that are for sale as original art. So
beautiful.
And what are those art tiers going for? Are they all the same? Are they different because the pages are different?
Let's take a look. Let's take a look. There's let's see. Well, we sold the $2,000 piece. That was the one that I was going to use as a cover. 1,700. That's all the layouts. The guy gets, whoever backed this gets every piece of rough art that I've done.
Lucky.
Nice.
So you're going to get at least 50 pieces of artwork, possibly more. So all the pinup pages are gone. That was 900. This one was 900. That one was 8. The t-shirt design sold 800. So then the pages are 700, 600, and 600. So those are the panel pages. But they have nice shots of Kit and Merv on them. So
that is a steal.
There you go.
That's a big deal. Yeah.
And this has actually been quite popular, which I didn't know if it would be or not. This the Kit Carter Completist. You get the hardcover, the soft cover, you get the poster, you get a T-shirt, you get the sketchbook, you get the shot glass, and you get a Kit Carter headshot original sketch by me.
Headshot.
And that all goes in one big box. So we've sold like 40 some of those, which I was really surprised so far. And then just different combinations, right? You can get the hardcover and the soft cover. You can get this hardcover with the sketchbook, the soft cover with the sketchbook, the hardcover by itself, the soft cover by itself. So yeah, I've tried to make sure that every possible combination is there. I'm pushing the Kit Carter 3-pack, which is the hardcover, the soft cover, and the sketchbook, and you get like $10 off for buying those 3 together. So there you go.
Well, when it comes to Kit Carter, I like it hard, so I got the hardcover.
There you go. Well,
hey, gents, I gotta go.
Okay.
Andy. Thanks for having me here.
Yeah, Dan, thank you for dropping in, brother.
Oh, Dan,
Good
before you
seeing
leave,
everyone. Yeah,
before you leave, did you want that Green Goblin zombie sketch?
I really do.
Well, then you're gonna have to trade me a Kit Carter piece for it that I can put in my book.
Oh, okay. We'll have to. Well,
It
that's
doesn't have to be an elaborate thing,
I
but
was
I
gonna
just
say, man, a 1 hour sketch versus some pure friga boom, man. Come on.
I don't know, Fragga. You just
it
spend an
can be
hour on
it can be a Kit Carter sketch. It doesn't have to be a finished piece.
Yeah, no, we'll do something. I'm looking forward to it. I love her design. So yes, of course. I'd love to draw
Okay.
that. And we got to get together as well to craft your Fragtober Aaron Lepresti champion belt.
Woo!
So we gotta work on that. But thank you, chat, for showing up for this awesome launch.
thank you.
And thank you, Dennis and Rob and Aaron and Andy.
Good
You guys
seeing
have a
as
great
always, Dan.
all right. See you guys soon. Bye-bye.
Take it easy, dude.
Later,
See you
dude.
later, Dan. Good night. Now we can have fun.
Yeah. Grumpy Dan's gone.
He oh boy, I tell you.
Did you
He
see
first got on here, it was all about
Wait a
his tooth. Oh, I went to the dentist. They did this, they did this. I'm like, this is not the dentist hour, Dan.
Did you see how he tried to minimize my Green Goblin sketch?
I did.
Yeah, I was just like, come on now.
I did. I mean, I know of a sketch that could go on the back of that book.
Well, yours is going in there.
Well, I just haven't heard about it, so thank you.
Well, yeah.
Did you see the one Dan Lawless did, by the way?
No.
Oh, it's awesome.
You haven't seen what
Dan's an SOB though. He'll try and get me to pay him for it. It's like,
dude, hold on.
I did. Yeah.
All right, keep your screen up. I'm going to find Dan's and show it to you.
Yeah. See, if I
'Cause
pay
it
Dan, I'm
is
gonna pay everybody. I'm already in the
freaky.
hole in this book. I need
No. Somebody
I need
just does it.
generosity. I need people to give me stuff for
Dude,
free.
if somebody
That's
just
what I'm
does it, if somebody just does it, then it's like, hey, you did it. I didn't ask you, but here you go. Get ready to be blown away. Are you ready, Aaron?
I'm ready.
Here we go. Let's see it.
That's the Avengers.
What?
Oh, he nipped her out. I'm gonna have to have him remove the nips, man. That's
I told him, I actually commented in the black and white art, and I go, well, it is chilly in space after all.
Oh, what a great piece. Look at her face. Her face is tremendous.
I know. I can't. I don't. Well, yeah, I guess I can blow up on it some. Oh, no, it's not. No.
Yeah, I saw that color version today. Did he just put the color version up on like Instagram?
He put it up
I saw it
1 hour ago.
Okay, that's when I saw it. Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, Marcus said it. Aaron has to make money so he can turn on the heat.
I know. It's like, dude, once I get cold, I stay cold the entire winter, and it's not until summer that I warm up again, and I am cold. So I go to bed cold, I wake up cold. I'm just a cold person. I mean, let's just face it.
I hear, but yeah, dude, that face, the hair.
It's beautiful.
It is.
Aaron, I thought you were independently wealthy like the rest of us, and this was just for fun.
Yeah, that's why I'm crowdfunding comics, because I have so much money.
For fun.
Right.
Right.
That's why we all
That's
do
exactly what I do it for. It's all for fun. I'm like, what? No, I'm rich as F, man.
All right, now I gotta. Oh gosh, now I gotta go contact Dan. He's gonna try and screw me over and
screw you over. Oh.
Yeah, look at this, Aaron. You want to use this in your book? It'll only cost you.
Alo, I'll do a piece, and I'll just try to sell the original.
Randy's
that's
right.
what you need to do. Just
I know.
There are no bras in space, but that shows how mighty Kit Carter is, because that spacesuit's probably pretty thick.
Yeah,
and she's still poking through.
Well, she would have like some sort of space bra on, though. I would say she has something underneath there.
Right.
So
those are
powerful
my
nipples.
idea.
Powerful nipples.
There goes
Dennis,
my
what
pen.
did you think of Dan Lawless? What did you think of Dan Lawless's piece, Dennis?
Well, I was going to say, I feel like channeling the Muppets here, where the spaceship's flying and it's bras in space.
Bras in space.
How about Broads in Space? Broads
Yeah.
in Space. It's a brand new book. Broads in Space.
Well, let me tell you where this came from. Malin, or it was Malin and Ethan, I think, a combo of both of them, maybe Shane involved. And you take all the three raunchiest guys in Comicsgate. So, and you can intertwine them as they work in unison to soil my PR or my IP. But they were saying, "Oh, you should do a cover where she's like, blowing the smoke off the tip of the ray gun." And look what Dan Lawless did.
Wait a second. Wait a second. Did they say that or did I say that?
Well, okay, you're just as bad as they are. So yeah, you probably did say it.
I didn't want to bring it up, but when you mentioned those three as being the raunchiest, I'm sitting here going, am I invisible right now?
I know.
And he leaves me. I've known you longer than all those guys.
That's
Shots fired. Shots fired. That's what I was
trying to be
thinking.
nice because you're actually here, but yeah, you're right there with them. So yeah, that's where he got this from. Was Dan was he got influenced by the soiled minds of Andy and Shane and John and Ethan. So
well, then that's a good influence because that just turned out fantastic.
It did. It's a great looking piece.
It really did. I mean, the thing I like about Dan's coloring is while he does render everything in like real life, it's the skin where you see most of the color. Everything else should be subtle. It's you see in early computer color comics where somebody's wearing a t-shirt and they put bright highlights on it, and it's like, what are you doing? That's fabric. You know what I mean?
Dude, you should see his coloring in the Garbage Man story. It's you'll feel like you're reading a Wrightson story from like 1978. I got such a kick out of the way the Garbage Man backup story in Wraith of God 3 turned out.
Yeah.
Is that with like the splash that we've seen before?
The zombie.
Yeah, well, yeah, I've shown those 2 pages, but I'm talking about the back half of the story. It's such a tribute to Wrightson, not only my story and the characters in it, but Dan's coloring. You just get a real kick out of it, I think.
Randy, I imagine she climbs in that spacesuit nearly in the buff, just like Sigourney Weaver in Alien.
Sigourney had something on top. She had a top on or something, didn't she?
She had a top on, but there's a behind the scenes, that bottom half, she only had her little panties on, and they were pulled halfway down.
Yeah.
Now, the behind the scenes was they wanted her to pull the panties up, and she absolutely refused. And she refused to shave. And apparently it was a tangled mess. And they hired somebody to digitally or go through, it wasn't even digital back then. They had to airbrush out all the frames in order to get it to that classic, iconic, perfect look that's on there.
She refused to shave.
I gotta Google that. I don't believe that.
Wait a minute, like a 70s thing, like she refused to shave, like
because she was in hypersleep.
Yes.
Yeah, she was in hypersleep.
Remember that iconic shot? She's wearing it a little bit down, so you can see there's that space between, and it's the really small ones. And apparently, she refused to shave it, so they actually had to airbrush it out frame by frame, and they did that because they wanted that look, and she refused to do it.
Well, I mean, she refused to do it because she felt the character wouldn't have done it, or she was just being a hippie.
Don't have any
character.
idea.
It's the character because
she believed it. The people on the commune, I don't know, but that was.
Well, wait a minute. Let me punch a hole in this right now. If they'd been awake for weeks, I think she would have had time to take a shower and do some gardening.
The scene is when she first wakes up. Yeah, that's when she first wakes up.
Oh, I thought you about when she was getting in at the end of the. Are you not talking about when she gets in the suit at the end, but when she first wakes up?
She's basically that's the outfit right there.
Right.
When she's getting in, that apparently, you could see there was no Brazilian wax there in real life.
Okay. All right.
Really? Where did you see this?
I think it was on the after credit. It was on like one of the, how they have all the extras after the Blu-rays and 4K stuff. It was on there because I think the director, he's the one who brought it up and it came out. So most of the guys out here probably know that, and they can check me on that. But yeah, that was a story that went around. So,
and there lies the problem with method acting. Can't we just get back to the good old days with stylized acting like the golden age of cinema? Come on.
Now, Aaron, I mean, I'm not being sarcastic. I think it would be great if there's a scene where she's getting her spacesuit on, if you just rip this composition. So the spacesuit's hanging up, she's standing there. And I'm not saying put her in, I mean, if you want to dress her like this, fantastic. But point is, if it was like this composition, same shape panel and stuff, that would be awesome.
That actually doing a little alien tribute would be kind of cool. All right. I'll mark that down in my mental notes right now, because that actually is a pretty good idea.
I think let's just put it this way. This is not a spoiler in any means, but there is a scene in Cordrath, Volume 1, coming to your door soon, that there was a specific shot that one of my favorite artists, so this goes back to a comic book, not a live action thing.
Mm-hmm.
There was a specific shot one of my favorite artists did, and I was like, that would fit perfectly right here. And we'll just leave it at that.
Well, there's a scene where she's on the space station before she gets her assignment to go after Lord Menace on Planet Doom. So that's a good idea, Andy. I like it.
Flannel.
I think it would
put
be
her
cool.
in flannel.
Wow.
Yeah.
Every once in a while it hits, doesn't it, Andy?
Mm-hmm. I'll have to put a
Will
little
says,
credit box at the bottom of the page, little Marvel boxes that put a little asterisk down there and go, concept by Andy, suggested by Andy Smith.
No credits necessary. Just a small donation. Andy, I want more pages. Please bump this up to at least 80. Will says, well, the thing is, if you notice all the way down here, I'm going fast on purpose. All the way down at the bottom, it says stretch goals coming soon. One of the things I've learned about doing the crowdfunding stuff is let it go for a little while, a few days after you launch, and then do stretch goals. So that's what I'm doing. So I'm going to let it ride for a few, then I'll add stretch goals.
Dude,
maybe it will be more pages. You just never know.
You're using my cover without my permission. I'm outraged.
Uh-oh.
I know, but look at that. Somebody could get original Aaron Lopresti Armor X cover. Look at that.
Do you have copies of that?
I've got enough to do 20 sets and still have a few left.
We printed them last night.
What did you say, Dennis?
I said he printed them last night. So yeah.
No. These are the original printings. Like I said, I've got enough to do 20 sets. So
these are the different versions of the back of the sketchbook or the book.
Yeah, the front cover. So for those just joining us, Armor X is a book I did in 2004 with Keith Champagne as the writer. We created Armor X, and the 4 back covers were every cover was supposed to have the logo. Bart Sears's cover #1 doesn't because Image screwed up. But the reason they were supposed to have the logo on all the trade dress is so when the retailer got it, they could rack it any way they want that they thought would sell the book better. If they're like, hey, Aaron's cover would sell better, I don't care. Mm-hmm. And all my covers actually work as the first page of each book. So my covers are actually story covers. So when you go to the next page, it makes sense story-wise. And then the back covers by these wonderful guest artists of Bart Sears, Aaron Lopresti, Jeff Johnson, and Kari Randolph are all just cool pinup shot covers. So
gotcha.
But I never said what the story's about. This rare limited series can now be yours. Embark on the exhilarating journey with Carson Deeds, a high school outcast intent on seeking revenge against every classmate who has wronged him. With extraordinary extraterrestrial technology at his disposal, which path will he choose? Will Whitney Brisbane, his solitary ally in school, succeed in preventing him from crossing the line? Explore the captivating world of this compelling series and get ready for an electrifying ride.
This sounds like your story, except without the extraterrestrial technology.
My personal
revenge against everybody that picked on you in high school.
Yeah, I mean, maybe.
And
college, you never know.
And college, and cross-gen,
yesterday, and today.
Cross-gen college. I mean, Aaron, Aaron and Rob should be lucky from the CrossGen group. You guys didn't make the list.
What list?
Dennis's name is halfway on the list. And what I mean by that is it's halfway spelled out. I haven't finished the last part of Turner. So he can still be on or off the list. It depends.
Okay.
Wow.
What list is that, Andy?
You know the list, Rob.
I don't know the list.
If you have to ask, then you're on it.
Oh, damn it. Wait, is that good or bad?
If you have to ask,
you're on it.
You know I'm on it.
With that,
Rob,
Randy got himself an Armor X pack. There you go. Thank you very much.
Very nice.
Get yourself going through the campaign again. Choose your perk, the Andy Smith Art Bundle, a digital download of Nice and Tight, the comic book pencil art of Andy Smith, the physical book. Andy's got a list. Is that like Janie's got a gun? It could be, but you'll never know when the time comes, because like all the smart people, I don't get my hands dirty. So when somebody comes and knocking, it won't be this face.
Okay.
Just saying. Right. So you can get the physical book, the digital download, the Art of Andy Smith sketchbook, normally $80 for only $70. The book itself for $30. The digital download for $30. But wait, digital downloads are usually less. But this digital download is evergreen, as in you can just keep exporting pages into your favorite digital inking program or making your own blue lines as long as you want. Nice and Tight and the Art of Andy Smith, $50. Physical book and digital download, save $10, $50. 2 copies, save $10, $50. Book and a headshot. You send me a list of 3 characters and I pick which one to draw. Is it a predecessor? Do you have a list? No, it is not. First man was around before.
Wait a minute. Now this goes back to me not reading, but so do you have blue line paper in this book as well?
No.
Okay.
No. If you want to, that's why with the digital, so it's a saddle stitch book, so you can lay it flat. So if you have a scanner that can scan 8.5, or no, this book is larger than 8.5 by 11, so you need a larger scanner. So if you have one, you can just lay the book flat and scan.
Okay,
pages.
I got you. Then scan the image, and okay, I got you.
And if you get the digital, you can just pull the image into Photoshop, turn it into non-photo blue, and if you have the printer that can do it, print out your own blue lines.
Gotcha.
You can have a wonderful one-on-one 2-hour portfolio review session where I will record it in StreamYard just like this. It will not be live streamed. It'll just be us and being recorded. I will work over.
Say it 3 times. Gary Martin, Gary Martin, Gary Martin. Oh, it worked.
And he appears. Gary's in the house. Hello, Gary.
So wait a minute. So basically, one of these tiers is you can submit your art to you, and then you guys will insult it on a live video and post it on the internet for everybody to see you insulting someone's art. Is that how
is not at all what I said.
Oh, okay.
No, that's a more expensive tier where he makes you cry.
I only do that.
Andy and Dennis make you cry.
I did that with Rob.
$300.
Isn't that what we do on Graybeards every week?
You make me cry every week. That's for sure.
I did that with Rob, and I said, "Don't worry, Rob. This isn't being live streamed. Nobody's watching, buddy." So
I cried. He tore apart everything, all my work. I was crying.
Go ahead, Dennis. Do it again. I know you want to.
All right, Mike Barron. Oh yeah!
I only have a few minutes because I got to go on Matt Barr's stream next, but then I'll be back for the Kangs.
You got it, Mike. Mike will be joining us on the DNA show Wednesday at 3 p.m. to talk about Florida Man.
I got him on my Sunday show this coming week to do the same thing. He's everywhere.
I'm everywhere.
He is everywhere.
Mike is everywhere.
That promo piece is amazing. That promo piece you're showing, Mike, that I shared on Twitter, that's great.
Yeah.
It's a great piece. It's very nice.
So, for instance, back to this real quick, Gary could get a digital copy of this book and download pages and print blue lines to practice his inking.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
See?
I
It's
have
for
the technology.
everyone, every skill level.
Yeah,
I mean,
have
right
the
now,
technology
let's
to
be
do
honest.
that.
Right now, Gary's taking the easy way out. He's just doing his own stuff. He's inking his
Right.
own work. I mean,
Right.
The
any of
safe
us can do.
path.
Dennis can do that. Dennis can put some pencil on paper and put ink over top of it.
Yep.
It's a real talent inking somebody else.
I know, and I think Gary should challenge himself a little bit here.
He should.
Yeah,
Well,
that, but goes with that, Andy, is that one day I'm going to show up at your doorstep with these pages, wanting you to feed me.
Oh,
Gary's one of the greatest inkers who ever lived.
he is. I'd be honored if he would ink one of my pages.
Look at Mike jumping in and spoiling all of our fun.
Thanks, Mike. But
Well,
what
you
do
were
you
going to
mean?
say that anyway.
No, thank
If-
you, Mike. I appreciate
if you look
it.
at any,
but what do you mean?
you look
one
at
of?
any,
Yeah, what do you mean one
Next to Vinnie Coletta.
oh, if you look at any Marvel or DC book right now, you can tell that everybody there inks their own stuff, and it looks.
That's true.
It's true.
I wouldn't say
That's true.
fantastic.
First truth there.
Yeah. So yeah, so there you go. No, it's a one-on-one video behind the scenes. Nobody sees it except for myself and the person that is submitting their art for review. I draw over top of it. It can be fully finished pages. It can be just sketches from your sketchbook. It can be a figure drawing tutorial, whatever you want for those 2 hours. You know, if you want me to teach you the fine art of picking up women, give me about a week's notice so I can study up on that, and I'll do my best for those 2 hours.
Jimmy Reyes.
There he is.
Man, I
Nice.
saw 6 guys talking about nice and tight. I totally misread the topic.
Yeah.
Then you saw it was
Totally
Andy,
did,
right?
Jimmy.
Ah,
He was like, "What?" I thought
Yeah,
it might be
that's,
something
Talk
else.
about bait and switch.
Right? I know. And by the way, like I said before, I haven't seen Randy. If you can post Gary's link, that'd be great. Gary Martin does have a book live right now on Fund My Comic. Jimmy Reyes does have a book right now on Indiegogo. Rob Hunter does have a book right now. And of course, Aaron Lopresti does with Kit Carter, and the Mike Barron with Florida Man. Oh, there it is. Which we'll go into more depth when we have him on Wednesday, which I'm looking forward to.
Yes.
So, what was that? Mike, what are you doing?
I'm looking at my calendar.
you marked it down?
Trying to figure out if I'm actually supposed to be here or not.
Thank you, Randy, for posting those links.
I'm sweating.
Yes, Randy. Thank you. Hey, wait. Randy says Rob Hunter has some big news. Rob, are you guys pregnant? Or are you welcoming a child to this world?
Or are you transitioning?
Oh, the big news. Is he talking about? I think he's talking about that I finished all the pencils and marker on Death Raider.
Ooh,
But
Right?
that's
yeah.
good.
So that's a big step. It's not the finished black and white artwork though. I still have all the inks to do on it. Not all of them, but I still have inks to do on some of the pages.
I know someone who can help.
So do you, Rob?
He's right
do you,
next
That
to
would
you.
be me. Wait, well,
Rob, do you
who
pencil your
will
whole
work for
project?
free?
Yeah,
Hmm?
yeah. Well, I'll work for food. Do you pencil
Well,
your whole project first and then ink it that way, or
Yes, I did. Well, just because of the way that for consistency, I ended up doing. I got to a point where I was doing pencil marker, and then I was inking it per page or a couple of pages because of the humidity in Florida. I would work on a couple of pages at a time. But I got to the point towards the end where I'm like, I just want to nail down the pacing because I was adding some pages to the story. Depending
What
on
do you
the
mean
sequence.
the humidity? You would like work on 4 pages and then like pass out and then
No, humidity as in the ink takes a little bit to dry.
oh.
So I literally, I can jam down a bunch of pen nib lines, and then I have to put the page to the side, and then I have to grab another page, do the same thing.
Hey, wait a second.
Otherwise, I'll end up
Joe
smearing the work.
Bernardo, Mike Barron doesn't have a goatee.
Well, I did.
Oh, I don't have a goatee either.
Dennis has a goatee.
I went all the way.
Well, it's because it's no shave November, guys. Come on, get on the bandwagon. I know Aaron's not going to shave his head for the whole month.
Oh
He's
yeah,
with me.
dude. It's no shave November, except I'm wearing pants. You can't tell.
I got a haircut.
Oh my gosh, there we got a Sigourney Weaver's conversation again.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Jimmy.
I was just gonna say we're coming full circle.
Just don't tell your wives because they'll take the month off from shaving their legs and their pits, and nobody wants that.
Oh
Yeah,
damn,
but it's
no.
only for men, so we're good.
Oh. Well,
Marcus,
some men
Aaron.
identify as women.
Yeah,
Andy,
I'm going
did you
against
just
nature because
invent no
the older
shave
I get,
November?
the hairier I get.
Right?
I know
I got
that's true.
The
That
older
is
I
the
get, the
problem.
hairier I get.
That's
Mhm,
true.
It's true.
a
Mike
weird,
gets hairier the older he gets.
incredible
Well,
phenomenon.
we have a saying.
Mike was
The,
a smooth,
the
pretty
hairier
boy in
the
his
terrier,
20s.
the merrier the farrier.
yeah.
Was it like
That's why I
a
like Mike on the show. He
Dr.
drops his little
Seuss.
nuggets of wisdom.
Who's we in this? We have a saying.
That's
Those of us.
funny.
Those of us.
Those of us. In the mountains.
Hey, Aaron,
there's
that's a good
saying,
question. Is your belt going to go by Lopresti or Lopez?
Yeah.
Well, I'm only
Or
Lopez
Alo.
on the Kings, really. So probably Lopresti.
Well,
Okay.
Alo for short. It makes it easier.
Maybe. I don't know. I'd have to look and see what my options are in terms of the design of the belt. I haven't really. I know that Malin and Renee were kind of going back and forth with their belts, but I've never really had a close look at it. So I don't know. What I'm going to do yet. So
why is it cold Lopresti today? Is it
because I'm cold.
Oh, I thought it was like ruthless or something.
No. Well, there is that, but no, it's just
There's
it's like
there's
started
a
raining
storm.
here, and it's like
Yeah.
we're building an ark. It's just cold all of a
Yeah,
sudden.
there's a little
What's the-
storm out our way.
What's the temperature there? And was it Ohio or something? Or Alaska? Where?
Oregon,
Oregon.
importantly.
82 or what?
Ohio or Alaska.
Alaska.
I don't know. It's in the 50s, I would
Yeah,
imagine.
it's like
but
yeah, it's in the high 50s. That's
Wow.
So
that's
it's
cold
comfortable.
when you get our age.
We just
Yeah.
shut down
Wait, here's a
Texas if it
question.
ever
How
hit 50.
far away do you guys live actually from each other, Gary?
Probably
and
about an
Alan?
hour
yeah,
drive.
probably an hour.
Oh.
Depending on traffic.
Right.
But
Is it the same
trick
distance
is-
you would go to visit your son? Because isn't he like an hour away, Aaron?
No, he's not. Actually, Gary's farther because you have to actually go through Portland and risk
See,
life
that's
and
the
limb
trick. Yeah, that's the
to
trick.
get
is
into
I
Washington,
have to
whereas
drive
my
through
son is
Portland
just
Oh,
just south of me.
yeah, in an armored vehicle.
Yeah, exactly. So
Got it.
it's dangerous.
Got it. I hear you.
Oh, Portland's not that bad.
It pretty much is.
If white people are even afraid to go there, it's got to be real dangerous.
Yeah, exactly.
well, Jeff Bezos is even moving out of that state.
All right, Mike. It was nice of you to join us. We'll see you later tonight.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Take care, Mike.
Thank you.
See, Mike,
He's
Where
got to
Mike
get
is
his
back.
nap. He's got to get his nap in before bedtime.
I'm back.
He's
just-
got a lot of shows tonight. Give him.
He's going
give
on
him
Mike
a
Barr
break.
or Matt Barr show. Give him a break.
Yeah, and then
I
he's got
thought I
kids.
was the oldest in CG, but I think Mike.
Oh, Mike's
Yeah,
ancient.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it is Mike.
I thought it was
He
He
makes
you guys
Art
wanted to
Bear
talk
look
about
young.
dentistry
Yeah, I was
again.
going to say, Gary, are you older than Taber?
Yes, I am.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah. Like
Whoa.
anybody ever who's got the
super
hottest
old.
dental assistants? You know what I mean? The hottest assistants,
What?
dentists, right? Dentists have
well,
the
that's
hottest
not
medical
what I feel.
assistants.
That would be Frank Boom. He's just had his dental assistant.
know.
He's
That's
going
what I
back to
came
him.
back to talk about. I know this is the Andy's launching this thing, but I just figured we'd talk about molars and shit again.
Is it true? Did you have a nice dental assistant, Dan?
She was very pleasant. She was great. Yeah, she did really good work. All the,
That's not what we were asking. Was she hot?
I don't know. She's all
Attractive.
masked up. You know,
Was she dressed like Sigourney Weaver and Alien? That's what everybody's wanting to know.
I had airbrushed a lot of it out in my mind.
That's not the dentist.
All right.
Dennis.
Hmm.
That's
See,
something
it's
else.
right there.
Dude, you could see the airbrushing, but you could also see what wasn't airbrushed, and she looks like she's packing.
So
You could-
you're admitting you're saying that you're confirming that what I said was accurate.
Oh yeah,
airbrush that.
they had to pay like $5,000 to
Yeah.
frame by frame take her extra bushy bush.
Yep.
That's
She
what I was
didn't
gonna
want to
say. You could tell it was the '80s just by the hairstyle alone, and I'm not talking about.
Well,
you know,
79, Jimmy.
Oh,
come
that's
on.
Yeah, I
right.
was gonna say
79.
it is the late 70s.
late '70s. Yeah, but still, yeah.
I don't know.
That's a lot of bush.
I'm thinking if they would have left it in, I would have been back to the theater many times. Just saying.
Oh, dude, what's wrong with you?
Ain't
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong
I'd rather
with that.
I'd rather look at a Playboy from the 70s than today.
Oh,
All right,
dude,
Anthony
disgusting.
Rodan, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
And
Thank
I
you,
love
thank
his
you.
thumbnail.
Looks like Anthony's got a beef with something.
See?
Yeah, probably 70s bush. Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Right there. Yeah.
Yeah,
Was
and
your
I want to
dental
know what
assistant-
Anthony's ticked off at.
I guess that question was actually never asked.
Wait,
What was the
what am I
pronoun?
missing? What are you talking about, Anthony?
His avatar.
I don't know what you're talking about. Look at that, 1713, guys. Thank you very much.
Nice.
Going on a little over an hour and change. Thank you guys. Really sincerely appreciate this. Thank you guys so much.
Now
You have
can-
the Gunther.
That's cool.
You got Gunther queued up. You know, some
No,
fire-
I do not, unfortunately.
like Fiero
I do
tonight.
not.
Now you can take us all out to a steak dinner after the show.
Uh,
The stakes are high.
yeah, I'll do DoorDash, and I'll send you all McDonald's hamburgers. You can throw away the buns, and there's your little piece of steak.
And he didn't specify which steaks, Frager. You can just take us to the corner store and get us some beef jerky.
I can.
Yeah.
And I'll
Actually,
put them,
that's
I'll put
not
them
a-
up here.
That's not a bad idea to send us all food and we could eat it like live on the air.
Yeah, Andy.
Yeah,
That's what they
a
call
great
good
idea.
radio.
Oh,
What a great
Send
idea.
Okay, so let's set a goal.
The
How
beef
about,
jerky goal.
How about
I just
Let's set a
3,000?
goal.
Yeah,
So
I'm
we
good.
can get fed.
I'm good.
I'm
We have
hungry.
carnitas.
Let's
I'm
set a
so
goal like
hungry.
3,000. If we get 3,000 in the next hour, that you'll send us food and we can all dine together.
I'm already eating my steak.
Jimmy's already got it sitting right there.
Yeah. Crack it open now.
Thanks
we
again.
have-
there you go. Brush with Destiny, the ink art of Gary Martin.
That's right. Gary's closing out on Wednesday.
Yep.
Oh, are
Wednesday.
you really?
Yep.
Didn't you
Did
just
you
watch
share
that?
your screen or no? Let me see if I can find it for you.
Gary's old. He doesn't understand these things.
Found it.
Yeah, I
I'll
don't. I
find
don't.
it for him.
You're lucky I'm even on the computer now. I mean,
That's fantastic.
That's what he says every Wednesday when oh, here's a question from Dan. Here's a good question. Don't bring that up yet. Did I do that? Are you closing out for good?
It's
Or
gonna
is it
go-
going just like in
yeah,
demand?
it's going to go to storefront while I like assemble it and finish up a couple pieces of art and then to the printer. So it will not. There'll be like a couple week window that I'm doing that after the closeout.
Okay.
But don't abuse it. Get in there and back now.
Right.
Right.
Because I keep adding to it. And so the page count keeps growing. And
63 away from $6,000, guys. Let's get on this Wednesday, and then only Gary knows how long it'll take him to get it put together and to the printer before he closes it. Because
yeah, I've
once you
I've
get order numbers,
maybe 2 or 3 more pieces of artwork that I want to finish up to put in it.
Yeah, he wants
Dude,
to get
this
the page count
Catwoman-
up to, he wants to get the page count up to 6.
That's
So he's got to get
Yeah.
3 more pieces done.
Right.
It's going to be on really heavy paper though, so it'll feel like you're getting more
Yeah.
pages.
You'll think, you're getting your money's worth until you open it up and there's only 2 pages.
Don't tell them that.
Oh,
There's
boy.
people will believe
Each
you.
page is an inch thick.
Graham Nolan.
It's the
Graham
great-
Nolan in the house.
What's up, Graham?
Hey, why didn't you guys tell me he died? He's right there.
No,
How about the
my
ghost
gosh.
of Graham
Dennis
Nolan,
Horton
guys?
rumors.
I've been asking
My
about you,
Graham
Graham.
died.
I've been like, where's Graham? How is Graham doing? Like,
Right.
oh, you didn't hear the news?
Oh,
It was a
That's
beef
hateful,
jerky
Jimmy.
accident.
The Chanu plush tore his heart out.
oh.
That's right. Gary, your cross hatching is so precise, especially like on the shadow under her nose and her cheeks and stuff here. I mean, it almost looks like Zipatone. That's how precise it is.
Well, that's actually my goal. I think the first time I did that kind of feathering cross hatching, you know, that really quick fade Zipatone that it fades from light to dark in about 2 inches.
I'm getting an
Yeah.
echo.
That's what I was trying to make it look like.
Sharing. Here's a question. What size brush do you use? I don't think I asked you that before when you were on.
A number 3,
Whoa. Really?
Windsor Newton or
no.
Raphael?
Raphael.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
Wow.
I
number
love
three with that.
that Raphael can hold a lot of ink.
You're
Yes, it
echoing
can.
like crazy, Andy. It's
Yeah,
probably
I'm
because the
tripping
window's
balls.
open.
That's
Echo,
weird
echo.
because it wasn't before. Let me try something here. Well, I'll just do this.
Yeah.
Okay, no more echo. I take
And
it.
Gary,
Yeah.
is it the 8404 Raphael?
Is that what it was? The
08.
sharing?
It's the 88.
Yeah, Graham, if you want to share your screen, we can
No.
do a little.
I said, was it the sharing that was causing the echo?
Sometimes it does.
Oh.
When you get echo like that, it's because you're sharing, and there seems to be no rhyme or reason for it. Sometimes
Yeah.
it does.
Yeah,
Of
because
course, the
it wasn't
echo.
echoing when I had my campaign up, was it?
Well, that's what
No.
I'm saying.
It
Of
wasn't
course, it's going to
echoing.
echo when you're sharing my artwork.
It's all sabotage.
Well, but it didn't start echoing with it. Then Graham joined, and then it started echoing.
No, it was
could
Jimmy's
be a
fault.
combination.
It was Jimmy's fault. It was
That's
Jimmy's
called
fault.
ghost echoing.
It was when Graham joined the show, so it's Jimmy's fault.
Oh, blame the minority.
Oh,
Connect the
Jimmy.
dots.
That
Yeah,
actually
blame
makes sense.
Jimmy.
Wasn't until that immigrant got here.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
right.
Jimmy is the
Jimmy.
default. We just blame
Screwing
him
everything
just
up.
automatically.
Randy says, "Kick
So,
Jimmy."
Jimmy, what do you have to say for yourself?
Now, I have a question for you guys with the Raphael brushes. Did they discontinue the red sable?
You can
can't
still
get
get
them.
the 08s.
The number 28404, they don't make those anymore, right? Gary, is that correct?
I stopped. Yeah, I had a hard time finding them, so I switched to the 08, and you can still get 8408.
The
But
It's
they're
not
just
the
a little-
8404.
The 8404 is the one with the
fatter.
orange tip, right?
But
Right.
I actually
yeah.
like them better.
Please
Yeah,
do.
yeah.
Man, that sucks.
Okay, so it's just the model number. It has nothing to do with red sable. I thought it had
No,
something to
that's-
do with brush.
It's a
action.
different brush. I think it's. I could be wrong. I think they're a little bit fatter.
Yeah.
Near the barrel part where it meets into the.
I thought
Yeah.
they scanned the red sable
The
hair
cure.
for use
But
in brushes.
if you like inking bold lines, then they're really good for that. But you also, as you can see, like with my stuff, you can do detail work as well with them.
Yeah, if you're Gary Martin.
I
But no,
just-
you're right,
Yeah.
Graham. The red sable is, I mean, that's like a brand type of sable. It's not the brush itself, because you can get red sable like other brands, but it's specifically the Raphael Kalinskis. They, for some reason, quit making the 8404, which, like Gary said, is a thinner brush, so it's not carries as much ink. The 8408 has a bigger butt to it, I guess, for lack of a better word. So you've got, it carries more ink, so you have to be more careful with it to get that really fine line.
A lot of the old timers used to use those number 3 and number 4s to ink.
Yeah.
Too big,
You know,
man. Too big
Buscema.
for me.
Well, that's what we were.
Golden uses a
When I
3.
was in Huber school, that's what they gave us. They gave us the 8404, and it was a number 3, and that was for inking. But they gave us the 8408, which had the yellow cream handle, not orange,
Right.
and that was for white, and it was still a number 3.
Oh yeah.
So I always just assumed that. Right, that's what I use.
Gary and LaPressa, you want to see a cool idea this little minority came up with? Check this out. Look, this is a Raphael 8404 right here. You take the capsule that the Windsor Newtons come in, you cut a little piece off of it, you put this little grip for your fingers, and it'll protect your brush tip.
Yeah, I just use tape.
Wow.
See
See
that?
that?
Just use spit.
You guys, that's immigration ingenuity right there.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, and this little immigrant's going to become rich. Now I'm going to make these.
You'd have to pay some schlub American $20 an hour for that info. But Jimmy,
Oh,
you
I
hit him up
know.
with a quarter, boom, he drops gold.
That's right.
Well, Jimmy did that, and he brought in 8 bushels of lettuce too. So,
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, damn.
Oranges. It was oranges.
All they did, you know, Aaron had that question. And he goes, I wonder if I could do that. So he drove by the Home Depot, rolled down his window, and said, "Hey, Jimmy,
Can you solve this problem with my brush? I'm getting blisters, and my brush tips don't last very long.
Are you in Texas or Florida, Jimmy? I can't remember.
Texas.
Okay, well, oranges would be Florida, right? You're not gonna
Yeah. No. Yeah, it would be like strawberries here in Texas.
Okay.
But I love your spot on racism. It was awesome.
I know my way around the block.
Like, I know the difference between Mexicans and Puerto Ricans.
oh,
Aaron's a little saltier when he's not on Graybeards.
Yeah.
when he's cold.
Thank God.
When I'm cold and
Aaron asked me if Jimmy still had the tires he came over on, and I was like, I don't think so. I don't know if I'd ask him that, Aaron.
Oh, I didn't say that. Wow. See, now I'm getting cast in a
Yeah, Jimmy, I won't even repeat what Aaron told me to say.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Oh,
Jeez.
oh.
Here we
besides
go.
Jimmy, we all know it would be ruby red grapefruit down there."
Yeah, ruby red grapefruit.
That's
you know?
right. I know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Florida's the land of Cubans. That's from where the wife came from. The wife's from she's Cuban.
Wait, Cuba or Florida?
Oh, Cuba. She's actually from Cuba.
Oh.
But that's where the
You
Cubans
still
are
had
in
the
Florida.
tires that she came over on.
Yeah, that, and we had a bunch of orange crates taped together with some rubber tires, and did all right. Yeah.
What? Why would you do that?
She
Now
brought
we know
over
how
some.
Now we know how Jimmy gets his wife. He was right there at the shoreline, and he's like, "That looks like a good one." Throws
I was
her
the guy
a rope.
pulling the rope in, pulling her in. Get to shore. Come on.
The raft was sinking, and he saved her.
Yeah, she brought over
She's
some
like, "What
great
do I owe you
cigars.
for this?" He's like, "Your first child. Come on, sweetie, we're getting married." And then after he said we're getting married, her next question was, "Well, can I finish high school first?" And he was like,
Now I'm like, no. But I'm not the only guy here who married a Cuban. I think Frega, you married Cuban, right? As well.
Puerto Rican.
Oh, Puerto Rican, yeah.
Yeah.
See, we
Zesty and
Zest-
spicy.
spicy and good cooks.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
You're Portuguese, right, Dan?
I am. The Portuguese and Dutch. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit
Oh,
of
that's a
Irish and English in there too, but
Oh, Ethan's Dutch, right?
yeah,
Van
Von
Skyver's a
Skyver.
Dutch.
And then
Van Skyver's
my mom's side is Andermar.
Wow.
"Now that I know Dan's Dutch, it makes all the sense in the world why I like sticking his finger in dikes."
Oh boy.
Oh, oh my God.
What does that
Oh
even
my
mean?
God.
Isn't it that story? Little Dutch boy had to stick his finger in the leaking
Yeah.
dike.
Absolutely.
See,
Yeah.
that's what it
And he
means.
was wearing his
I-
little
I-
tableau.
I think of
On
painting.
fire,
I think of Rembrandt and chocolate.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, Andy, you did not save it by reminding us of that fable. Yeah.
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 That was,
The one time Dan and I don't think alike is now. What are the chances?
Just this moment.
And it is so scary because they literally can finish each other's sentences when they're telling dirty jokes. It's just scary.
We definitely rode
Dennis
the same
experienced
wave
it
here.
firsthand.
I do.
So, so Graham,
Yo.
let's put this trash aside for a moment. And I just watched, I believe, Halloween night. I watched the Phantom of the Opera, the silent version with Lon Chaney Sr.
That's the first time you've seen it?
Huh? No, I but it's been probably 30 years.
Okay.
And that is a really good silent film.
But did you watch it with the volume on?
Yeah.
I can listen to my ABBA's greatest hits while I'm watching it, and it syncs up perfectly. It's amazing.
I like when he's down at the river and he's pretending he's got that hand grenade, and he's like, "Huh, huh," and then he's like, "Ha!" Yeah,
And then they just beat the crap out of
yeah,
him.
they just beat the
body
shit
and
out of him and throw him into the river. I love that.
Yep.
So great.
Anyway, I was just trying to clean the show up a little bit, Andy. You know.
My favorite silent.
No, I appreciate it.
My favorite silent feature is when Aaron gets muted by Andy on the stream.
See,
Oh,
I'm trying
never
to smooth everything over, and then Jimmy starts stirring it up again.
See, we can tie it to the comics because Stan Lee used to tell his artists to watch silent films.
Oh,
Yeah,
know
you
that?
know,
Yeah.
you know what's funny? Not a silent film, but when I was talking to Steranko, he said the movie that taught him the most was a 1945 Joan Crawford movie called Mildred.
Mildred Pierce.
Mildred Pierce, thank you.
Is that for the body language and gesture? Is that why?
Man, it's just good. The encapsulation of multiple story ideas and single images or single scenes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, working from shadows to reflections and leading your eye and thinking one thing's happening and revealing another thing. It's just solid.
That's
very
Mildred's
solid.
tears.
The reason Stan
Mildred
told guys
Pierce.
like that is because the acting for it. You know, you didn't have sound, so yeah, like when somebody was like shocked, they'd be like, you know,
Yeah.
so
Right.
you know, to exaggerate, you know, play
Like
to the back
stage.
row, as they say in the theater.
Yeah. Stage
And
acting, yeah.
there's a lot of nuance in those great silent films too. There's a Fatty Arbuckle film where he never gets the girl, you know, and he's got this unrequited love for this girl, and she's laying on her bed, and he's standing at the doorway, and his shadow is cast over her, and he allows his shadow to do what he could never do, and so you'll see the shadow on the wall lean over and kiss her on the forehead. And it's him, you know, being silhouetted by the light, and he does that, and then you know it's very poignant and just beautifully shot.
Wait, you said Fatty Arbuckle?
Yeah, Arbuckle. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because the Art DeBear was telling me about Fatty's belt buckle. And so,
oh, you mean how it was in his way?
He was in a different movie.
Yeah,
entirely different movie.
Is this the movie right here? Andy, I'm sharing it. Is that it?
Mildred Pierce, that's the one. Yeah,
That's it,
it's
yeah.
really
Great
solid.
movie. I hate Joan Crawford, but she's actually really good in this.
She's
I love
terrific in
Crawford,
this,
especially in the 30s.
What's his
Now, wait,
face?
this is
from
1945,
Sierra Madre's
so
in here too.
Serious question. This is not silent, right?
No, it's not.
No, okay.
She won an Academy Award for that.
Yep.
It's good. It's really good. And what's the actor's name? He was in The Treasure of Sierra Madre, and he was the husband in this. He was Mr. Pierce in this.
He's in Treasure.
Wasn't Houston, was it?
No. I'm gonna have to look him up because
it's
he's
either-
in.
Jack Carson.
Might be Jack Carson. I think. Let
Okay.
me check.
Or Zachary
I don't think
Scott?
Carson was in Treasure of Sierra Madre though.
Okay.
That was
Hold
Tim
on.
Holt.
Yeah,
was
Tim
the,
Holt and
Bogart.
Bogart, right?
Joan Crawford's personal life, man, that's crazy. Wasn't she like the abusive alcoholic that her daughter?
Well, that's
released?
what
Oh, yeah.
her daughter claimed, but everybody who knew her. said
No,
that.
this guy's name is Bruce Bennett.
Oh, Bruce Bennett.
Yeah, this fella here. He was
Yeah.
he was in both.
He's a decathlete Olympian, and he was a Tarzan, early Tarzan.
That's right.
Oh,
That's right.
that's cool.
But yeah, the
We'll have to
Treasure
look-
of Sierra.
I'll have to look
They
for that
they
movie.
did him bad in Sierra Madre. They did
Yeah.
him bad.
He tried to screw them though too. So yeah, he tried to blackmail them.
True.
Graham, did you want to talk about Ghost of Matacumba Key? Because I know it's closing this week.
It is. It's closing Thursday. We're gonna close it
Thursday.
on Ethan's
The 10th.
channel. We're closing in on 192,000 on it.
Wow.
So I
Congrats.
think we're
Nice.
we're marching along to get a good CG feather in the cap for 200K.
I believe you'll get it. Are you going to take copious power naps on Thursday to stay up to 3 a.m.?
Yes, yes, I am. I remember the first time I did a closeout for the Chinook. I did not do that, and I was dying.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I got a second wind around 1.
But then the next day, your burger, man.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
How did
Yeah,
Graham
you-
become a coke addict? He was trying to stay awake through all his closeouts.
Yeah, that's why I'm doing it on Thursday night because I figure, well, I can nap during the day on Friday too, and just kind of make it a little long weekend, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Andy, you just used a phrase that sums up my life credo: copious power naps.
Copious power naps, man.
Like the
It
older
was,
I'm getting.
Who is going to see Godzilla -1 when it comes to the United States? What is that? I don't even know what that is.
Oh, it looks awesome.
Godzilla
I'm,
-1.
yeah, I'll be there.
Oh
Yeah.
Is it
definitely.
is
You
it
guys
new
are-
or are they just re-showing something?
No,
What
it's
is it?
brand
No,
new,
It's
Yep.
new.
and it's Japanese.
Yeah,
And
Yeah.
it's,
Oh,
Toho.
yeah.
and it's got,
the
like-
trailer
holy
looks amazing.
smokes! Is it going to come to a streaming service? Like, do they do the multicast thing like they did with?
I don't think right away.
No.
Well, Monarch is streaming on Apple Plus, and that's based on the Monarch, the company that
But
was
that hasn't
chasing
started
down.
yet.
Yeah, that's
has it?
but
No.
that's the U.S.
That's the
Godzilla
U-
storyline.
yeah.
This is Toho, the original.
Yeah.
Is it going to
Andy
be a
never
rubber
done it
suit?
yet, but he's gonna go see it.
Yeah.
No, the
It
CG
looks good.
effects look better than the American one.
Yeah.
Oh,
Really?
It does look really
Yeah.
good.
Yeah,
And
it
I
looks
hate
great.
Godzilla. So.
Because you're
What? Why has Aaron always got to be the one
What did
guy?
he just say?
I said I hate Godzilla, and this looks good, and I hate Godzilla. So you
Oh.
know it must look good if I say
Wow.
that.
Let's
hate
just sum up a
Godzilla.
few things here. He hates Godzilla. He hates Abbott and Costello meets Frankenstein.
Yes.
What?
Yeah. And House of Frankenstein sucks too. Throw that in there.
No.
He loves Joseph Stalin.
He doesn't know what
Che Guevara hat.
he doesn't understand what the best Star Wars or Star Trek movie is.
Yeah, right. Oh,
obviously.
thank you, Andy. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Star Trek
Yeah,
one.
yeah,
What-
Aaron,
position
what's
on
that
Star Trek?
Palestine flag
What
doing
with
in
this
your
guy?
back there in your studio?
It's no, Gary. That's Frankenberry. That's a box of Frankenberry
Oh, okay.
cereal back there. That's not the Palestinian flag. Oh my gosh. No,
Speaking
oh
of
my
Aaron,
God, that's
Aaron,
Okay, Paul said
I
I've
have-
only
I have
seen
another
one
beef with
Godzilla
you.
movie, and it was the
Oh.
terrible one with Matthew Broderick. That's because it really wasn't Godzilla.
No. That's the
Mm.
Godzilla movie for people who hate Godzilla.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, didn't that have Hank Azaria?
You
in
love
it,
that
too?
movie.
no, I didn't.
Aaron,
thought it sucked.
speaking of Godzilla, I have a beef with you.
Yeah.
I was watching your Chris Stevens show.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a terrific show until I did a deep dive on his Instagram,
Yeah.
and one of his later pieces, he's doing a Godzilla painting.
Yes.
3 days before I saw that painting, I started a Godzilla piece,
Well,
and then I saw his. Guess
Mm.
where my Godzilla piece ended up?
in the trash,
Yep.
Oh, come on.
in the recycle bin.
I
Yeah.
thought I was hitting a home run, and then I saw
Yeah.
his. I was like,
Hey,
okay,
you know,
there's no
the-
way.
Comparison is the thief of joy.
Well, no,
At least that's what I tell my wife.
It's
Yeah.
more than sold the joy.
Trust me, every
Now-
time I go into the shower at the gym, I have to remind myself of that.
Yeah.
Now,
So thanks
Joe-
for bringing up Godzilla.
Joe Bernardo in the chat says Aaron hates the Bela Lugosi Dracula too, and that is also correct.
What?
So
What?
Ah.
Yeah.
And you call yourself a monster fan.
I am. Bela Lugosi was a monstrous actor. Okay.
He was
Uh,
amazing. Did you ever see the Black Cat?
No, Boris Karloff was the man. Okay.
Boris Karloff was great too.
Okay. Well, at least we agree on that.
Yeah, Karloff was great.
Wow.
So I want to get back to Monarch on Apple TV real quick. Is it out? That's not out yet, though, right, Jimmy?
No, I think
Yeah,
it's
it is.
February. Oh, is it?
Oh,
No?
I thought it was out. I thought the ratings
it
were
was-
really bad on it.
2024.
No, I think Monarch comes out in a few weeks. I thought it was like either November 10th or later. Now I got
Oh,
to
okay.
check.
Mm.
Because I mean, I thought the trailer looked good.
Yeah, it's got Kurt. Is it
Kurt Russell.
Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll watch anything with Kurt
Oh,
Russell.
I missed that.
Yeah, it's,
And it's got a
it's
hot-
November 17th.
It's got
So
a
is
really
he
hot
playing
Asian chick.
Is he playing the oh, what's his name?
John
I do
Goodman.
that joke.
John Goodman?
Who's the guy that was in the original Gods? Raymond Burr. Is he playing the Raymond Burr part in this film?
Oh, from the 1954.
Yeah, Raymond Burr
I don't
was
know.
like
He
it was a
played-
Japanese film, but Raymond Burr was like the only American actor in it.
Well, he was inserted into the film. He wasn't originally in the film. That was
Correct.
shot in the U.S.
Okay, but for the
later
American
added.
audience, he was put
Yeah.
in there. Okay.
Yeah, It was originally in 1954. It was Gojira, and then in 1956 it was released here as Godzilla King of the Monsters, and that's the one that had Raymond Burr put in it.
Okay.
It's a totally different movie. They
Monsters
moved scenes around and everything.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Monarch premieres November 17th.
Wow, it's around the corner.
And he
It's like
plays,
10 days.
Kurt Russell plays a guy named Lee Shaw. But the cool thing is, and I do like when they do this, his son, Wyatt, plays a younger Lee Shaw, I guess, in flashbacks and stuff. So that's kind of cool. It's better than when they cast somebody to play a son, like most movies. You're like, they don't look anything alike. That's weird.
Aaron, does Andy have access to your canon? Art of Roy in the chat says, the cold is squeezing Aaron's black heart.
I never cannonball anybody for telling the truth.
You don't have heat there in Seattle?
What's that?
You have no heat in Seattle?
I'm not in Seattle.
Oh,
He's in
that's the only
Portland.
place worse than Portland is Seattle.
Okay. I knew it was one of those hippie towns.
Yeah, you were not far off.
Gary, I don't need a cannon.
Those doggone hippies.
Gary, I don't need a cannonball when I have this.
Oh!
Hopefully it'll go.
Wow,
Oh, that's a good one.
I like that.
Keep
much better.
my wife's name out your damn mouth. I love that. That was. I yell that and I say that to my own wife every time she gets on my nerves.
You tell your wife to get your wife's name out of her mouth?
Yeah, I'm like, don't you say anything bad about yourself.
Get my previous wife's name out of your damn mouth.
Yeah. And you got a choice of 5 different names. I've been married 6 times. So
No, you haven't.
pretty close.
You're eventually going to
I
get it
know,
right,
there's no
Jimmy. Keep going. You'll
I know. I'm getting there. I'm getting it right.
So
Well,
you're an expert in getting slapped. Is that what you're telling us?
Yes. Yeah, an expert at losing houses. That's what I've learned.
Oh my God.
Wow.
I do. I like to drive. I take my kids and drive by. See, Daddy used to have that house. That one.
It's your Sunday drive with the kids.
But the genius thing that I do, it's all on the same cul-de-sac. All my ex-wives.
There's your almost mom, kids.
Just drive in a circle.
Yeah.
Those like sister wives are all on the same
Yeah,
block.
they're all
That would
sister
be
ex-wives.
Let's go for a
That would be
drive.
terrible.
Oh, but I'm sharing the screen, Andy. If you want to show everybody
Then the kids go, what's that?
a Godzilla -1, so you can show. Who was it? Aaron?
Oh,
Somebody was
okay.
asking about special effects.
Holy crap, that's awesome.
Wow.
Yeah, if you guys like giant cat monsters with thunder thighs, Godzilla is awesome.
No, he was talking about the Corona beer ad to the right.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
See, this is the original Jaws. This is going on here.
There's Quint driving the
We
boat.
need a bigger boat.
Yeah.
He can't stay under with 3 barrels. He can't stay not with 3 barrels.
We need a bigger bait on the hook.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah,
gonna
can
need a
you
bigger
imagine? You're like, that's right behind you. You're like, well, I think we're pretty much done at this point.
That's a pretty small
Yeah,
boat.
just jump in the water. Because seriously, that guy's going after the boat. You jump in the water, he's like, that thing's too tiny. I'm not eating that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna.
So what
play
is
on
God?
that?
I don't. What's the play with the title Godzilla -1?
It's Godzilla
read it.
minus one fisherman boat.
I forget what the title references. It's it has something to do with I think like the atomic bomb explosions or something like that.
It tells the origin story, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think so. I think
Yeah,
so.
there's
Just like in
basically-
comics when we do -1s.
Because it takes place. I think it's post World War II.
So it's really just a reboot of the original Godzilla concept.
No, I don't know.
It might be the origin story.
Well, that's what I mean. It's like it's like Godzilla's starting over for this, generation or whatever.
Right.
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, if it is, that's kind of like what Man of Steel was supposed to be.
Right. Well, like my understanding is it's not going to be any good because they're actually using the Star Wars plot again. So they just keep using that thing till it just.
I don't know if you want to share, Andy, the Monarch poster. I've got that showing, so we can compare they're bringing back Godzilla in this, but look at the design of this Godzilla, the American.
Yeah, it's got
Well,
Well,
that
that's the
little
one
short
from the
snap.
movies we've already seen, right?
Yeah.
Look, what's San Francisco
Which
doing
I didn't
there?
mind the design of him.
Yeah,
He
seems
looked
cool.
better
So-
in the second movie than he did in the first. His feet were so damn small. There's no way that could have supported a creature that big,
Yeah.
a biped creature that big. They made his
Right.
feet bigger going forward. The best one was King of the Monsters. That was good.
Is
Okay.
that AOC like standing in the foreground?
No, that's Dea. What? Why
No,
does
no, it's not her.
Kurt Russell look like he's been having a few boozes? He's got like the sort of drunkard nose.
Yeah, he looks a little puffy around the jowls.
Yeah.
Is that his
Just played
son?
his third Santa Claus movie with Goldie.
Oh yeah, that was a good movie. That
What
Santa
is he
Claus
like? He's got to be
Chronicles.
75, right?
Probably.
Oh yeah,
Jack
I'm
Burton.
pretty sure.
Well, he's a teenager in the 60s,
yeah.
so
Yeah.
Shut up, Jack Burton.
Yeah.
Who's
he's
this
gotta
Wyatt
be.
Russell guy? He looks like Anthony Edwards with hair.
He does look like him there.
Kurt's son, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, Joe
And Goldie
said
Hawn?
the reason they call it -1 is it's like a nuke a la countdown, -1.
Oh.
It does take place in 1945, 46. So
Okay. Yeah, I figured it was post World War II.
And it was like
No, that's
Tokyo
cool.
or something, wasn't it?
This is the first I've heard of it. So December 1st. Nice.
Yeah. I want to see
Yeah.
that.
Thanks
Yeah.
for the heads up, Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool. All right, guys, we're going to wrap it up because I need to go get something to eat before the Kings at 7. So
Enjoy both of
let's
those.
just do one.
7, right.
Well, he posted the link
7-ish.
already. So,
Seven
Did he?
inch.
yeah.
Kurt 72.
Oh, Kurt
Thank you,
72.
Joe.
So there we go, guys. 1775. If only there was another number, it'd be 1776. But
That's
that's
so
okay.
close.
20 backers for this new chapter of let's try and do an art book instead of graphic novel. So I'm thrilled with it. I thank you all for backing it. Sincerely, it's going to be cool. Share it around if you've already backed it. Thank you so much. And thank you for all my friends that joined me on the launch. That's really cool. I really do appreciate all you guys coming in to hang out for a little bit.
Big respect.
So,
Absolutely.
Well, I don't think it's
too
too.
sharing it.
We love you,
That's
Andy.
Eric's
Bro's got a bro.
away. Thank you. There you go. He was still sharing it, so I'll share it. There you go. Kit Carter. Go check it out. It looks awesome. Hopefully he'll put up that color page and take down that black and white spread.
I will. As soon as Kelsey makes the corrections, I'll put it up.
All right.
Oh my God, makes
Awesome.
corrections. 2 words that Kelsey's probably like, well, this is a first. Nobody's ever given me revisions. What the hell?
It's just on the gun. It's just it's a simple thing.
Didn't you make him
Yeah.
change the color of the eyes recently?
Yeah, I had to fix that too. But other than that,
Didn't
Other
you
than that.
also?
And this and that other one.
well,
thing.
yeah. Then there was the time I had. Yeah. Well, okay.
Yeah.
I had.
All right.
Okay.
We'll see you later on the Kings. Thanks everybody for dropping by. Thanks for watching. Mike Barron will be on at a DNA show Wednesday at 3 p.m. So check that out. And we'll catch you guys later. Bye-bye, everybody.
See everybody.
Good long and
Peace.
Nice and Tight, the comic book pencil art of Andy Smith. That's me. This book features 52 pages of some of my favorite full pencils that I did for other companies over the past 2 decades. The raw pencils as they were seen by the inker, and now you can see them for the first time. This book also comes in a digital format so you can practice your inking in your favorite program. Back it today.